Well, hi there, everybody. It's Kevin and Melissa Connect, along with the great Val Hatterley out there in Wyoming. And we are live for another edition of our Google Hangout here on, what's today? I don't even know what today is.
Thursday, June 5th. The only reason I knew that is because I just looked at the top of your screen.
I guess that would make it easy.
Yeah, we're going to be joined here by a few other of our fun comrades, and we're expecting some other fun people. So yeah, we just wanted to hang out with you guys.
Hang out. And by the way, the chat box is open on the side, so as we go through the broadcast here, about 30 minutes or so, then go ahead and type in your questions or just let us know you're here. There's a chat box on that side right there. Look at that. And first off, let's bring out the great Val Hatterley, because we honestly haven't talked to Val in a couple of weeks. And I know Val, hey, when you have this business, you don't necessarily have to communicate with your team every day, but it's great to reconnect. And Val, I'd love to hear your perspective of what you've seen with Empower Network from your perch in the sky there in Wyoming. How are you,
in the stars in Star Valley, right?
Yeah.
Stars in Star Valley. Can you hear me?
We can.
Yes.
All right. My life changed when I was with you in Miami in January, and it continued to change when I was with you in your home at the Sarasota Summit in February. And I just was so ready, I feel, in my own business for what is happening now in Empower Network. I am so excited about all of this. I don't know that I've ever been more excited about a business than I am Empower Network, and I honestly can't remember your question.
Love it. Love it. It's all enthusiasm.
I think, don't you agree, Val, that the reason that we're so excited is because there's a clear-cut vision. We know we can do it. There's, like in other things that we've been involved in, it was more hope and trying and whatnot. And here, there is, you follow A, B, C, and D, and you get the outcome.
And I think that the most rewarding part of that is not so much that I can make my dreams come true. I've done some good things in some other businesses, but I'm kind of like David Wood. It was embarrassing to me at some points to bring people into my business because I didn't see how they could succeed. And I saw people stumble and trip and fall, and it broke my heart. I'm not that kind of a person. I'm not somebody who will sell you a sucker on a stick and not give you the sucker, Here, have this stick. And now, here we are, and yes, if you'll follow this blueprint, you can have success. To the extent that you're willing to work this business, to open your mouth, to get off your butt, then you'll see success here. And yeah, please excuse my little dog, Bonnie. Anyway, I just have not ever known this feeling ever in my life where my associates are getting all in because they see the vision too, not just because they trusted me and came into the business because I said it was a good idea, but they are listening to David Wood and they are seeing what's happening and they are coming on board all in, coming to Charlotte from clear over in Australia. It's just exquisite.
That's amazing.
That's a great word to describe it. And yeah, it's so much fun. And I said this on yesterday's Hangout. I mean, the money here is phenomenal. For less money than we put into other businesses, don't you agree? We've made so much more. It doesn't seem to make sense, but what's so cool is, yes, it's fantastic to make the money, but to see people reaching out, changing, and hitting their success is so amazing. It's such a big payoff. And I see Marty joined us. Welcome, Marty. And Alex is here. Welcome. And Alex says he's getting an echo. It might just be your internet connection because all sounds clear here. So, Kevin, what else did you want to talk about?
Well, I just want to talk about David Wood last night. Last night he had, we were just so surrounded. aren't we blessed? You know, we have our friend Paulo Barroso, who lives 5 minutes from us right now, who came to Sarasota because he had chatted with us, who was on the broadcast last night. Our dear friend Elena Fraga, on her birthday, is on the Hangout with Dave Wood.
Mhm.
Our friend John Penberthy, who has been in this house, you know, on the broadcast last night. When you surround yourself with greatness, it's got to come out somewhere.
Right.
And you've just got to keep showing up until that happens. And some of you guys know that Melissa and I have been in the game for a long time, and we did well for many years, but all it took was one bad year to kind of take us out of the game for almost a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, we did well, but never this well.
No, that's true.
We did well in fits and spurts, and that was the problem.
Yeah.
Oh, and we have somebody flying in for
Yeah,
the
you know,
hangout.
they looked us up on Google Maps or something like that.
Yeah, drop into this hangout.
Well, you know, residual income has always floated around. You know, that term has been in and around the business, and we knew that it wasn't going to happen. When you stop working, the income stops.
Yeah.
And not here. Not here. And so I feel very confident in bringing baby boomers, people my age, into this business because maybe they've, you know, they've done something else and not managed to get the resources built up for a retirement. Well, they can come here, and yes, the residual income is here, so that if they, you know, if they step away from their, oh my gosh, it's my favorite man next to my husband. Hi, Greg.
Hey, Val, how you doing?
It's like, it's on your desk now.
Yeah. Hey, everybody put on your shades, man.
I gotta run to my car, get my shades. I don't even know. I got so excited seeing Greg. I don't even know what I was saying.
She stopped mid-sentence. I thought there was like,
Holy crap,
oh my God, somebody just put a pie on your desk or something.
That was awesome.
We like each other on this team. Dang it.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Love.
understand. Response. I said it yesterday. It's not Greg O. It's Oh Greg.
Oh, Greg.
Stop it.
Holy cow, that was funny.
Come on.
Pop it some more, right?
Greg, what says you, my friend?
What's going on? Sorry I'm late.
Are you
I was just,
inside wearing shades?
figuring out my
or
new
outside?
computer.
Oh, you're on his.
Oh, I'm on the balcony.
Oh, he's outside. Okay. You're on your balcony, are you?
Yeah.
Can we get a view? Can we get a turnaround
Yeah,
with the camera?
I can get a quick turnaround, I guess.
What's your view there?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Well, there's the Olympic Mountains and the ocean. That goes towards Port Angeles, I believe. That's downtown Victoria. It's the Hawaii of Canada.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's like that old. There was an old
Just
show when I was
like
growing
that.
up. Where in the world is? There you go. And now, where in the world is Greg Honestchuk? See, you gotta say
Yeah.
it. Right?
Exactly. Awesome.
Awesome stuff.
Well, what's going on in your business, my friend? I know you got a lot of things
Be
cooking.
home for the next few months. This is my hometown.
I think we're on a delay with Greg. Are we on a
Yeah,
delay?
just been a week. Got 3. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
It's a little
Can you
bit in and out.
Guys hear me? Or is it, yeah?
Yeah. A little in and
Okay.
out, and I think you're on.
Oh. What if I were to move? Any better in here? Is that better?
Oh,
No?
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah. Yes, it was better.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
maybe,
it was better.
maybe I'll just walk around. So yeah, just the same old all week. I've been reconnecting with the team. I got 3 new all-ins, and I think a couple more working on it right now.
That's
awesome. What else? Yeah, what else? Just getting new people on board, getting them all in, and getting my my flight and hotel all ready. And that's about it.
Cool beans.
What are you guys up to?
Yeah, we've so we put together a page today. We talked about this yesterday on the Hangout that we're going to be working much more with our all-in team and that means that you have your ticket to the next event as well. So you have a ticket to Charlotte, and you have all your products. And we're going to be offering a lot of bonuses. And this is a page that anyone can use with their team because we're offering it to anybody on the team. So if you have a team, then you're able to take this page and leverage it and send it to them and say, here's another reason to get all in. And so that page is 7, the number 7, figurefamily.com, 7figurefamily.com. And that's how to become part of the 7-figure family. Get all in.
Yeah.
ENDisclosure.com.
Individual results may vary. We got to say that.
Results are not typical.
Right.
But yeah, so we wanted to create something that was going to be a mastermind that everyone could use, not just for our personal team, but that's one of the biggest things that Dave talked about is how we're going to be working in depth. And soon we're going to have the ability to see all of our downlines, so that if you can reach down and help somebody way deep in your downline, and they call that tap rooting, by the way, so that if you can get somebody excited 5, 6, 7 levels down, and they start popping sales and bypassing people, or even sending sales up to somebody who might not be that active. It can really get things rolling. So there's so many different things I want to talk about, strategies and traffic. As you can, I don't know if anybody that hasn't tuned into Team Audacity, we just today put together had traffic going out from a solo ad provider that we're going to be connecting people with that are in this all-in team. We've had, I think the last count, 135 or 140 leads today. Our page is converting at almost 50%, which is huge.
That's huge.
And this is all stuff that we're going to talk about and have webinars where we show our screens. We're going to teach people how to do all of this stuff. Bridge pages with our sales video that we're using, where you can pop your intro in front of. Whatever is happening that we're doing, we're going to be sharing with the all-in team. And so if it isn't enough just to have all of your products so that you have all of the knowledge and are in line to receive all the commissions right away, then if this doesn't put you over the edge, then you need to check your pulse and maybe dial 1-800-CITY-MORG. Remember that old one?
I remember that one. Is it okay if I take the sunglasses off?
Yeah.
It's actually the sun's going down here, Greg.
Yeah. There we go.
We can't be like Greg. Sorry.
Awesome.
So yeah, we're excited. I mean, there's a lot available for people that will just get rolling. So hey, look who's joining us right now from the land down under.
She might not hear us yet. Oh, there she is.
From the land down under, Holly Park Sturkin. Woohoo! Can't wait to see you, Holly, and your husband. That's so exciting. She jumped out of her pajamas for us, guys.
Good morning, Holly.
Hi, can you hear me?
We can see
Hello?
you.
You can
We can see you.
We can see you, but we can't really hear you. You're in and out of your
Can't hear me.
now.
How's that?
That's better.
Hi.
So you must be over the moon, Holly. Holly's just got all in and getting ready to come to Charlotte with her husband, and found out that she won the lottery for green cards. We're gonna indoctrinate you, and you're gonna move right down the road from us here in Sarasota, I'm sure.
We'd like to try one winter. So the world's our oyster. We can go wherever we want, really. So we thought we'd spend a year traveling around and see where we liked. So, yeah. And my husband also this week came home and said, I've had it, why don't we just go to Charlotte? So I went, okay. So we're working on
Wow.
yeah, we've got a few little hurdles to jump over, but we're working on it. So yeah, it's quite exciting. And I'm 40 tomorrow, so I can't believe how life looks at this age. So it's quite exciting.
Wow.
Awesome.
Hey, you know what, Val? Here's my You know how Travis takes an email, like, if there's an email out there, got to find what it is. But let's send Travis an email and see if we can get Holly on Dave's broadcast coming up later tonight at 9 o'clock to tell this story of how she made the decision to get all in, to come to Charlotte, to get her ticket, and now bring her husband all the way thousands and thousands of miles. I think Empower Network would love to hear that story tonight, don't you?
I think that's a very valid story. And
Yeah.
besides that, I mean, Holly deserves this. She has worked this business by herself, and then her husband, through the course of this enhancement of our business, has really caught the vision, and now she has a partner in her business. That's phenomenal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great story. I think that should be on. We should get that information over to Dave Wood. Maybe we should just send an email to Travis real quick ourselves and let him find out, or send him a text or something.
I'll work on that. You
Okay.
talk.
All right. So yeah, Holly, I want to hear your story in more detail, but I kind of want you to save it for the broadcast tonight at 9 o'clock. If you're up for that, you think that would be cool?
Well, don't make her save it. She
No,
can
don't
talk
make it save it. You can call her.
She needs to practice it.
But I know there's a lot of people on here who don't really know your story or your connection with Val or what brought you to Empower Network in the first place. And I know we have some people on the team who are over in New Zealand, who are in Australia. We have people over in Europe who are watching. And you made this big girl commitment to come all the way across the pond, and you did it back in October as well. Tell us more about why you're here.
Why am I here? Well, I didn't really have my real why until we got that green card, actually. One of the reasons was, I live in the country, my husband works, and one of my reasons for wanting something to do, but also another income, was so that we could send our children to boarding school, because the schools where I live aren't really very good. But really, I didn't really want to send my children to boarding school either. So kind of like my why wasn't really a real why. And so when we got this green card, in fact, funnily enough, I've just been to Hong Kong, and I was thinking, you know what, it's not so bad in the country. It's pretty good. I should just learn to love it. My husband has made a good life for himself here, and I thought, well, I should just support him more and just, accept where we're at. And it's funny that I came to that spot at the same time that he came to the spot that he didn't want that life anymore. So that's been quite exciting. And then to get this green card just out of the blue has almost, I feel like it's, a sign to just say EN is the direction that we need to be going in. So it's given me a real why now. And, to be honest, I really I've done a lot of faffing around, and I've done a fair bit of time on the computer, but I really need to start actually doing some real work. And yeah.
That's awesome. That's a great story. That reminds me a lot about you with years ago. Like, you could have just settled and didn't.
Yeah, and in a lot of ways. I mean, there's, like, if you could see the life that I came from, where I'm from, and who I could have been, it's very different than the person that I am. And because it's all about some really powerful and painful choices that I made, but it was all worth it. I had to walk through some fire, and it was really kind of like you felt like you were on the trapeze without a net a few times. but I mean, it's at some point in your life you just have to. I mean, for me, I had little kids. They were really young, and I thought, I just don't want to. What am I teaching them? What am I showing them? And that was my biggest impetus for making some powerful choices in my life, and they are the better for it. They have thanked me. Now, I mean, it was tough for them to go through at the time, but it has made them better people. And so it's really a powerful thing in your life when you can make the hard choices and follow through, because sometimes we make a choice and then we retreat, right? And like, wait a second, this is way too painful, this is way too hard, well, let's go back to the comfort zone. But I mean, I got to a point where I just could not do that in my life, and it was, I really was hungry for someone, a partner in my life to be a partner in every way, for somebody to really be with me on this magical mystery tour. And it was not that long later that I met Kevin, and it's really kind of wild how fast things can happen when you clear all of the crap out of your life. You make a clear decision. You draw that line in the sand. You move forward, and and yes, it feels like it's all on faith at first, and then so what's so cool is that you had a net all along. You find that all of the universe comes to support you, and it's amazing the things that can happen in your life, and whether it be in business, whether it be in your personal life, when you really start to move forward in every way. So, awesome.
That's a great point.
And Greg knows
a great point. Just making a decision, right? I think that's what most people struggle with, is just making any simple decision. Like, you probably know people who can't decide on what to have for lunch, right? But like, people always ask me, well, what made you get into that? How did you get into that? What made you decide to be in Victoria now or Columbia in the winter? And I don't really have an answer for them. I want to do something, and I just do it. I don't really think about what ifs. You know what I mean? And once you have that skill of making decisions, I mean, the whole world opens up to you, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Belle.
Well, I like that once you get the skill of making decisions. I love that, Greg, because it really is a skill and a habit. Because once you do it, then you do it again, and then that leads you to make another decision and another decision, and pretty soon you've chosen a path. And as you're on that path, you're getting further and further along in your trajectory to what you want. And
Abraham says that the easier it gets, the easier it gets, and I think that it's that way with decisions. That's why, like asking Greg, well, how did you decide to do this? And he had to well, it's not like I had to sit down and do the Ben Franklin and make a list of pros and cons and should I do it? Oh my gosh, He just said I feel like doing that, right? So it gets to a point where when you, like, in the beginning, the decisions might be harder, right? Because you're not used to it. It's like a muscle that you have to learn to flex. And Kevin knows a little bit about that today. He's finding some muscles from his new workout. But it gets easier as you go along, right? And so in the beginning, it feels very foreign. But so that's where the faith comes in. You feel like, okay, I trust. Well, then when you make, then the money comes along to support that, so that the decisions get easier because the money's there, and so you make these great decisions, and then by marketing the decisions you've made, basically part of your brand, you make more money. It is a beautiful thing. I mean, I'm sure there's people that have been attracted to Greg thinking, my God, he's traveling all over the place. What is he doing? Tell me, Greg. Well, okay, I'm ready to hear about it. What are you doing? You're like, you tick people off online. It's awesome.
Yeah. Well, it gets fun, too. Like, the more, I guess, like you said, in the beginning, there's some scary decisions, but scaring yourself a little is fun, right? You just can't think about it. You just got to do it. And then you'll realize after you do it, well, that wasn't even scary. Mm-hmm. And then, like, it becomes a skill, and, yeah, I love it.
Good stuff.
Awesome. So let's talk briefly about where we're going to go over the next 90 days. Like, did we really lay that out as far as what the team is going to be up to this summer? Like, how we can really grow together? And because everybody here certainly is either already at six figures or well on their way to six figures, and probably has 3 or 4 people that they can bring to the team here this summer in that category as well. Would that be fair to say? You guys all agree with that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So what we envision this summer is really taking the bull by the horns and running fast. Dave, I mean, when we get to Charlotte in 3 weeks, it's actually 3 weeks from today. Yeah, 3 weeks from today is the 26th. We'll be there in 21 days. Dave Wood has promised us some new information on how to build our business so large, and the big words offline.
Yeah.
Offline.
Yeah, he was typing to Kevin today about, like, because we were saying that we had actually had a roll-up masters today, along with some pass-ups, and just thanked him. Hey Dave, this is great. He said, I'm telling you, get to Charlotte. There's going to be some stuff there in 30 days. So much more of your income is going to come from depth. And he's like, Kevin's like, so to just tell me. And he's like, nope, you got to get to Charlotte. So it's like, as great as it is now, I mean, it's like, dear Lord, I don't know if I can stand any more excitement. But no, it's like, bring it on. There is such a, it's really interesting how this is kind of like a rebirth of Empower, the grown-up Empower, and David is so focused. And the things that he is putting on the table for all of us to profit are amazing. And I know you guys that haven't yet seen him in person in this go-round will be amazed. Like,
Yeah.
Val, I can't wait to hear from you the first couple times that you see Dave on stage this time. Greg was in Seattle, so he knows, and so you and Holly, it'll be great to hear your feedback, because we were just. It was noticeable. It was hugely noticeable how, like, just this. He is just beyond. It's like it's really amazing, and there is so much available for us now, and I really see that there's some stuff that they're working on, and it's going to continue to get better. Like, all of our back office is all going to change, all the downline reports and all of this different stuff that we're going to get, and so it's just going to continue to get better. So all of these things, all these mechanisms being put in place to help us to grow all of our businesses together. So moving forward this summer, it will be a great way to really move forward together, getting on Hangouts together, doing like all of the different, like, reporting for each other, reporting on what is available for. Hey, we're using this particular traffic source, and this is what's happening. Hop on it, guys. That kind of stuff. So we're going to be spending a lot of time with our All-In team, all locked arms, moving forward down the street. Like, I can almost see it as a visual, and it's really going to be a great thing. So that in the moment when stuff happens, we already formed the new Facebook group, and so as soon as people have jumped through the designated hoops, we're rolling with it. So it's exciting.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome. And a couple of things I wanted to add here. What Melissa said about just as things change from week to week, and if we lock arms with a small group, it can really all focus. One thing that we learned from masterminding with Dave in New Orleans is that we build a large team, and we spend a little bit of time with a lot of people, which is probably not the best. In fact, it's not the best use of time. It's really best to focus on a small group of 10 to 20 people and really run and build leaders, and then have those leaders build leaders.
And that group can grow, which is great. I mean,
right.
We'll see how many people end up being in it, because, of course, it's not just our personal team. It's the downlines as well.
Right.
So it'll be fun to grow that, but it'll be a very strong and focused group, which is the cool thing, is that the people that you're interacting with there, are 100% committed, just like you. It's not to say that we're not going to still, post in our team Audacity and welcome people and whatnot. We'll still welcome people, but the main focus is going to be on the All-In team.
Right. It's time to build leaders and to build a legacy, and that's what Dave Wood is really focusing on, is to build 100 millionaires in Empower Network in the next 12 months to get those rings. And hey, if we can do our part to help get 10 over the next year to get to 6 figures, getting to 6 figures is the biggest barrier, because once you cross that, then you've got a story to be able to share with your new people, and then all of a sudden you can really start to take off from there. And then certainly when you get to 7 figures, 13 millionaires in Empower Network, I mean, they can walk on water now, which is just awesome.
I want to give, before I forget, I want to give a big shout out to Dondi Polson. who's moving heaven and earth. She is a really special person and on the team and working her way, getting a ticket to Charlotte, and she's caring for her father who's in the final stages of his life, and she's putting everything together. She'll be all in tomorrow. It's really amazing. She said to me today that if it had not been for Empower Network, she would never have been able to be in a position to take care of her father. She would have been at work, and she has no idea what would have happened, whether he would have had been put, in a hospital or a hospice or something. And she's now been able to spend this time with him, as hard as it's been for her. But she's in a place now where, I said to her today, it's interesting, when her father passes, it's going to be like a rebirth for her, because she's done that for him, and she now has herself positioned to move forward in her business in a powerful way. And she's so excited and just such a wonderful person. And it's stories like that just that's why it's this company. There's stuff you can make money in out there, sure. But we choose a company where you get to have this community and you get to build people and not just an income. And that is just so huge. And those are the things that pull you forward, just pull you forward from your heart. And that's the stuff that you guys get to experience as you build big teams. It's like the people that you get to touch on your way to becoming your best you and creating a great income for your family. It's constantly paying it forward. Everybody gets to win together. What a cool thing. You don't build, like so many, the ways that a lot of businesses work is you build on the backs of other people. We build arm in arm with people. And it's that energy that ripples throughout your business, that when you feel so good about things like that and then that begets you making more money. It's an amazing, cool little circle. And I'm just really, really excited. And so I'm not sure if Donnie's here with us live. She's been catching things here and there, but just wanted to send her some love.
Yeah, love you, Donnie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna see her. We'll probably see her in October at the. She's coming to Charlotte.
Yeah,
that's right.
she's got a ticket. Depending upon where things are with her dad, she bought her ticket, but she's depending. She'll be there.
Yeah.
So cool beans. So we have so tonight there is a hangout with Dave at 9 o'clock, and so y'all should have you'll have an email with a link to that. And it's just about staying plugged in. Whenever you feel like, I don't know, which way to turn with my business, it's staying plugged in. It keeps that energy and momentum going, and that's what you pass on to the people you're bringing in, and moving forward together. So.
Yeah, and I just want to take hats off to all you guys that are on the broadcast, watching live and recorded, because. It's not easy. Every day there are people telling you, "Oh, you should just get out of that. You should just go back to your job. You should, all these should do." But remember, these people who are giving you the advice, what qualifications do they have, and what lifestyle are they living, and
right.
what example are they providing? Mm-hmm. And the best thing that anybody online watching this tonight can do is to come to Charlotte, because when you get around a group of people like Melissa was just talking about, you bring this business from your head to your heart. You form these bonds. And you can get through the tough times that go on in life, because they're going to come around anyway. So you might as well have a family of like-minded people to assist you along the way. And that's what our team's really all about. My wife Melissa is just one of the biggest givers I know, and that's why I love her so much. She forms such special relationships with people on the team, and I just kind of go along for the ride.
Speaking of which, another shout out to Dee Neal, who's making it happen.
Yeah.
She is moving heaven and earth to get all in too, and she is one of the people that doesn't have anyone in her life that around her. All the people around her don't support her in this business. They all think she's nuts. And hey, I can relate. But I'm telling you, Dee, when you're sitting on $500,000, they'll either put up or shut up. Our results are not typical. But, you're among good company, because I tell you, when you start to step out, you step out of line, where people are like, whoa, and like I've said many times, you may have to leave some of those people behind, and it's okay, because there's a lot more people that share your enthusiasm and where you're going, and will support you down the road too. So you'll all get to meet Dee in Charlotte. It'll be her first event too, so it'll be exciting.
Yeah. So any closing thoughts from the panel here, from Val or Holly or Greg, before we go?
Yeah, you guys want to share anything before we go?
Val, ladies first.
Thanks, Greg. Well, this is going to make a difference. The guy that I've told you about that lives just a block from me and runs a motel, or I guess you would really say tries to run. I mean, he just about starved to death this winter, and he's purchasing the rest of his products, the Costa Rica and the Masters, and I just can envision the change a year from now if they will grab a hold of this and do with it the things that the blueprint says. I mean, what a story to go from being broke in a motel that was the family business to having the money to make their dreams come true. This is a great place to be right now. So I'll turn it over to Holly.
Yeah.
All right, and just for me, the future looks so bright, which is a really lovely place. I don't know if you heard that it's my birthday tomorrow.
Oh, happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Are you still there?
Yep.
There we go. Yes, and I'm 40, and yeah, my life looks so bright at 40, so it's really great.
40 and 3.
Yeah, check out the Grego on the guitar.
There you go.
40 and 3.
I feel like it's just the beginning.
And it is.
That's the truth.
Welcome to the team.
Yeah.
Val liked your 40 so much she's doing it again, I heard. Is that right, Val?
Well, I'm doing what?
You liked your 40 so much you're doing it again.
That's right. I am 41. I'm not 61. No way.
Awesome.
Any closing thoughts, Greg?
Well, I just had my 40th a couple weeks ago, or a month ago. Other than that, just get to the events. That's all. I just sound like a broken record. That's how it's done. This will be my 11th event, and every time I go, I have a team. And I wouldn't have a team if I didn't go. So just get there and bring as many people as you can. That's it. That's all.
Awesome. Well, Greg, you and Holly make 40 look good. Someday I'll know about it.
Right.
That's pretty funny. That's a great way to end the broadcast. All right, thanks guys for being here. I love you so much.
And keep tuned into the Team Audacity site as we make announcements about getting together again on a hangout.
Yeah, go to sevenfigurefamily.com, download the sheet, fill it out, get it back to us, and let's make this the best summer ever. Love you guys.
Okay, see you guys. Cheers.